Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online radio box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you with another episode, people, of the Jeff Releford Show. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Monday? Yo, I am great. You know, just like anything, you know, we have our days, people, but we get through them. That's how we roll, everybody. That's how we roll. Shout out to the homie Born Rich. I see you out here, brother. You sat up here. You just got right on to the show from the beginning. That's beautiful, dog. I appreciate that, brother. I really do appreciate that one. So again, y'all, man, we have a great show for today. We do. We have a great show for today because I happen to be talking to my wife about some things, and she actually helped me come up with this concept for the show. So, yes, in terms of thought process and how we go move with it, I'm going to let y'all know what we talking about today. Today, I want to focus on how to create opportunity in your own lane. Keywords, people, your own lane. Okay. As I was thinking about this, you know, I've been meeting some great people, having an opportunity for some great partnerships to develop from all of these things. And what I've noticed is that all of this, people, is about creating opportunity in your own lane. I don't care if you're just looking to be happy in life. You know what I mean? If you want to make yourself a better person within, how do you go about creating the opportunity to get a result that you want or something that you're looking for? Okay. And it don't have to be perfect, people, but how do we strive to get towards that area? So now that I've introduced the show, y'all know how I go, people. I have announcements that I need to go ahead and bring out and say and do. So I got to let y'all know what today is. Boom, baby. It's Monday Night Motivation. So we have the Jeff Releford Show from 5 to 6 p.m. Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 to 8 p.m. And we have the Donna Lynn Big Show from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So y'all, this is all on Biggs Radio, Chicago. Y'all better tune in, baby. This is how we roll, man. We got y'all from 5 to 10 p.m., baby. So please stay listening with us. Don't leave after my show is done with. Go ahead and listen to this good lineup of music, you know, that we got going on between these two DJs. Because I'm not a DJ, you know. I don't spit the records like that. I don't do the show. But I will give y'all some good talk. I will give y'all some good talk and some good motivation. So just pay attention afterwards, y'all, because we got you from 5 to 10, right before you go to sleep. And then you can listen to Bedtime Stories with Al Greer, because he will put you to sleep in a good way. In a good way. But yes, y'all, and just for the artists out there and for the people that want to inquire about either submitting music or having a show on Biggs Radio, contact us on biggsradio@gmail.com, and also give us a call at 773-462-4447. And also don't forget, people, check out biggsradio.com. That'll give you everything you need to know about all of our stations, and the personalities, and what we bring to the table, and our show times as well. So check us out. We out here for you, baby. All right. And also, y'all know where we at, people. We are here at the Vibe Studios. Boom, baby. We are here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place in Lake Station, Indiana. The Vibe consists of Ron Reader, the VNO, what you know, Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, myself, Life Coach Jeff, Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you do not know Smooch Wallace, please get to know him. and also Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio, and our newest addition, who will also be having a show here coming out of the Vibe Studios, Dr. J in the house. So y'all give it up to all of us, and we got our homie Nate. We all make up the vibe. So y'all go ahead, hit us up, man, because we doing good things out here. So continue to check us out. That's how we roll, everybody. So all right, now that your boy has gotten all of this out of the way, what I want to do is, like I said, I want to talk to y'all about how to create, opportunity in your own lane. So for my business people, this can be on a particular skill, talent, or gift that you have. How to create that type of lane for yourself so you can get the results that you want. Or this can also be for my people who are just wanting to live a more happy and successful life. Don't be afraid. I'm going to start off with that one. That's number one, people. You cannot be afraid to create your own destiny. Okay? Now, as I tell people on here all the time, I do believe in God. I believe God can order your steps. I know that God will take you places that no man can ever take you. But in order to allow that to work, what you have to do is, in any phase of being successful or wanting to create the destiny that you want, you have to put some footsteps behind it. You got to put some work behind it. Because if you're not willing to go ahead and put that work behind it, how can you create? So you can't be scared. Sometimes people, the biggest thing and the hardest thing for us to do is to just take that leap, right? Is to take that leap of faith. It could be a cliff right here. You can't be afraid to jump off the cliff. If you have a parachute that is guaranteed to save your life, what's wrong with jumping? Personally, I would love to go skydiving. I want to go skydiving because I want to put that same theory that I'm talking about and giving to y'all to the test so I can say that I did it. So please believe your boy plans on going skydiving. So it will be a little bit more real in a sense. But that's the analogy that I love to give, because at the end of the day, they do all these checks. They do all these things. They make sure that you are safe, and then you jump. The only thing that is truly holding you back from all of that is your own particular fear. Fear can be very strong, people. Very strong. You can't be afraid. I'm telling you, because I'm telling you, if you continue to remain a slave to fear, I know slave is a strong word. That means it's got a hold on you. And I'm going to be honest with you when I say this. If you continue to be a slave to fear, that's not the way. Do you always want to be controlled by your thoughts? Do you always want to be controlled, not just by your thoughts, but do you want to be controlled by your negative thoughts? Because fear can be a form of negativity. Come on, baby. Let's get the wheels turning for the day. Let's get the wheels turning for the day. Let me put you in a place so you can think a little bit different. Okay. So you're not afraid to think about the things that might be hindering you. Okay. Some of us are scared of change. Some of us are completely afraid of change. And if you want to create opportunity in, quote unquote, your own lane, because you are in control of it, you know what you want to get out of it. Whether it's happiness, joy, love, peace, wealth. Focus on all those things that are positive. But the first thing you have to do is knock out all of that fear. The internal fear. Okay. You got to remember, you can't control the things that you can't control. Okay. Simply put, you cannot control the things that are external, that move without your hand. So you need not to worry about those things that you cannot control. Now, you do need to learn, as we all do, we all need to learn how to adapt to the outside things that occur outside of our bubble. Okay, our bubble of our needs and wants. That is what we have to learn how to control, how we adapt to it. because that's in turn, that's what's going to make you a heck of a lot stronger, in the long run. It's kind of like you got to build up your skin to be a little bit thick out here. You know, when you're a baby, you know, you can get hit with something and you could bruise very easily. But the older you get, your bones get a little tougher. You know, you get a little more seasoned with what you know. Now, when you were younger, that 4-foot drop, it looked real high when you was like 3-4 years old. But now you've been around for about 20 years or so. Now that 4-foot drop ain't nothing. Now there's still some risk there. But you don't run more of the risk of breaking something, right? Does that make a little more sense, people? You don't run the risk of having more risk happen to you because you're older, you're seasoned, you've experienced a little bit more. So now you should be able to say, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Like I said, knock out that fear. Knock out those things with being okay. Be okay with the things that you can't control. Because I'm going to tell you, people, we live life every day. We're not going to always get what we want. That is just how it goes. That is strictly how it goes. We are just not going to get what it is that we want. So what do we have to do? We have to learn how to be adaptable to when hard times. Okay? Hard times. Key word, hard times. Those two words right there. Hard times. I'm not telling y'all. Now listen, I don't want y'all to get this mixed up. Okay? Zell, what's good, baby? I see you out here, boy. Sorry, I had to interject people because I see my man. He said, Life Coach Jeff Releford, thanks for giving us insight in game. Yes, sir. This is what I'm here for. I can lay out a foundation for some of y'all out here. You just listen to me a little bit. I can try to help you lay down. I can lay down a little bit of a foundation. I ain't going to say I know it all, but I know a little something on how to be consistent and try to make something happen. You just can't give up out here. But thank you, brother. I appreciate you listening, tuning in, man. But yes, be adaptable. Be okay. Be okay. Start to be comfortable with saying, okay, I know I can't control this, but you know what? Tomorrow is a new day. The next hour is a new hour. The next second is a new second, you know? So these things are always going to come. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Has anybody really ever taught us how to be adaptable to these things? Has anybody ever sat you down and said, you know what? I want to show you something. I want to explain something to you. Sit down right here. Sit right next to me so I can go ahead and explain something to you. Have you ever had anybody like that? I'm going to be honest with you. I've had people like that in my life, but I haven't had a lot of people who are just willing to sit down and tell you the game of life. You know, life is something that we experience, and we just have to get those growing pains, those growing pains with it. But at some point in time, you got to be willing to heal yourself. What I mean by heal yourself is you got to be willing to say, okay, I might have been broken here and here in this area, right? But what can I do to fix myself so I can be a better person? Or in this case, what can I do to be better, to be more adaptable so that I can create those opportunities that I want? Come on, man. Because it's not that, because I'm going to tell y'all this, man. Y'all think that this is so far away from you. I'm going to tell you, creating your own opportunity, creating your own destiny to manifest what you want in your life, it is not that far away from you. It is literally within arm's reach. No lie. It is literally within arm's reach of you. I'm going to just let y'all know today, the biggest reason why y'all don't know some of that is because y'all just didn't try. Hey, I'm going to leave y'all with that real quick. We're going to go to a brief commercial break, and you can hear a little bit from our sponsor real quick. And, our sponsor is T-Mobile. Thank you, T-Mobile, for sponsoring the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. So, y'all, we're going to play this brief commercial break real fast, and we will be right back. Go
고대라 매도 와서 더 혼자 기가스 곡상은 하나 나나나나 곡상은 하나 나나나나 곡상은 하나.
Sorry, party's canceled. Waiting on the cable internet guy. Tell him, Zach.
First, I had cable, but those cords weren't me. I needed to find new Wi-Fi.
And he cried.
I didn't cry.
So he switched to T-Mobile. Home internet with 5G. It runs on their network. Just plug it in and you'll see.
What a feeling!
I have Wi-Fi now.
Can't stop streaming. Have some wasted child.
I need home internet from T-Mobile to fulfill my life. My life. Yeah, what's up?
We have T-Mobile now.
Party's back on.
Do it again with your shirt off. You guys are fine.
Boom, baby. There we go. What did I say? I told you I was going to be a very brief break here on the Jeff Releford Show. And I thank y'all for tuning in once again on another Monday, man. Some of y'all told me y'all doing good out here. Checked in with a few of y'all, you know. Like I said, shout out to the homie Zell, you know, Born Rich. And I got my brother tuning in as well. Shouts out to the bro, for real. Shouts out to the bro. Oh, and I also have to say this. I got the latest update of where majority of our listeners were coming from. And we have shout out to Texas in the building, down south. They rocking with your boy, starting off at 5 o'clock. I appreciate y'all. Philadelphia, to y'all on the East Coast there. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much, man. And international out here, outside of the US, okay? Going outside, like worldwide. Let's talk about Berlin, okay? Berlin. Big ups to y'all in Berlin. Thank y'all for tuning in and starting off with the Jeff Releford Show here at 5 o'clock our time over here in the States. And then China. So we rocking with my Chinese friends, okay? Because, you know, Jeff Releford, we all about the people. We are about the people. We are trying to reach everybody. So that is dope. Okay, Richard Wilford just said Cali is in the house. So shout out to the people in Cali. Richard Wilford. Yes, sir. We appreciate you listening as well, sir. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man, we got love all over, people. We got love all over. So I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all faithful listeners, y'all people who watch. Cypher Sick Bishop, my boy Landscaping Luch, Dashe Keys, family over there. My man, Neapolis Malik Malachi, he family too out here, man. Julian St. Chris, who also is going to be coming on after me. So like I said, y'all don't lay it down. Y'all keep listening. And then we got Jessica Pye McKinley. Thank you, Jessica McKinley. I appreciate all y'all. Yeah, shout out to Dashe. Like I said, she says, hey, girl, what's going on? Tell you, girl, you be faithful. You be listening. And I appreciate it. From my heart to yours and everybody who listens, thank you. But all right, y'all, let me stop all that real quick. You know, because I can go all day giving accolades to people. But again, creating opportunity in your own lane, okay, and in your own space. Talked about the fear, right? We talked about letting go of that fear and being adaptable, okay? You got to let go of the fear, and then you have to be adaptable, okay? Because, again, those are the two biggest things that really stop us. But I say this a lot of times with other things, too. And I say a big part of this is acceptance. And I know I usually tack that on with accountability. But today I want to tack it on with you creating your own space and your opportunity in your own lane, because you have to accept what is right in front of you that allows you to be adaptable so you can make the move. Because as I stated earlier, things do not always come out the way that you want them to. And sometimes, I'm not going to say always, because sometimes they will come out exactly like you planned it. Okay? They'll come out exactly like you planned it. So I'm not even going to try to set up a stage and even sit up here and tell you that, no, that's how it's going to be all the time. But I'm trying to let you know that there will be days like that. So you have to be ready for them. Now, a lot of times, y'all might be sitting up here listening on the other end or watching and saying to yourself, well, Jeff, this is what I know. This might be what you know, but also remember that we also have to be reminded of these things at times as well. We have to be reminded of these things because I honestly, I'm going to let y'all know, I can't live my day-to-day life without at least just thinking about and saying, you know what, Lord, this is how we're going to do today. We're going to make it so I can have a smooth day. So my intentions for myself is to have a smooth day with the people I talk to, whoever I come in contact with, you know, whether it's for a brief moment or a second, or it's for an extended period of time, or if it's just me doing my own things that I have to do to get done, right? So some of that time is spent by myself. I have to be okay with certain things that are going on inside and outside of my bubble. I have to accept those things. Let's be real, people. If you can't accept those things, you will make it harder for yourself in the beginning. If you can't follow any of these things, if you can't be adaptable, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I was talking. I don't think y'all even heard me. I am so sorry about that. Okay. Dang. I was going off too, people. I was really going off. I don't think y'all heard a word I was saying. That sucks, but it's okay. But yes, like I said, y'all, I talked about being adaptable and I talked about everything else. And just making sure that you're paying attention to these things, because you have to remember that things aren't always going to go right for you all the time. And I said, what you don't want to do is, you don't want to make sure, okay? You don't want to make sure that when things are happening, that you just always expect it, okay? Expect it to go great. You have to always remember that. Leave a little window of opportunity for no opportunity, if that makes sense. You have to leave a little space open if something can go wrong. Because if you don't, you're going to let yourself down every time. You will. You'll let yourself down every time. You'll set yourself up only for the positive things that are going to happen, but then you won't know how to move when those negative things occur. So that's why I said you have to be adaptable. Got to be. And also learn how to control your emotions. That is very big. All right. Some of y'all not going to like me when I say this, and it is quite all right. Some of y'all not going to like me when I say this, but we have to learn how to control our emotions. I'm raising my hand on the other end for the people that can't see it. For the listener, I'm raising my hand because it's the truth. We have to learn how to control our emotions. Because I'm telling you, we live in a society today where you listen to a lot of people talking about emotional intelligence. Okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. What kind of bothers me about the emotional intelligence part is that all it is just a new way of saying something that mommy and daddy have been telling us for years. This just hit the younger generation and some of the older people too. I don't know if y'all just like how it sounds or like the ring around it. I don't know. I don't know if it just makes us just seem a little bit better, you know, because what are we saying? We are saying emotional intelligence. So that makes us all sound smart. But I'm going to be honest with you. All you have to do is learn how to control them. I don't care if you man or woman. Learn how to control how you feel. Because the Bible tells me that it's all about choice. I'm going to be real. Like I said, on this side, we believe in G-O-D. That's what we do. So, and I try to give to y'all basic biblical principles. A lot of that is in what I tell y'all. I don't always have to point out scripture, but that's what I'm telling y'all. So I'm letting y'all know this is where it derives from. This is exactly where it comes from. And so I'm just letting y'all know that book, it explains on how to control your emotions. And the way you control your emotions when you're trying to create, okay, when you're trying to create your own destiny and create opportunity in your own lane, okay? Come on, listen, come a little closer. Listen. If you want to watch me on the camera, come a little closer to the camera, okay? How you do this is just by looking within and saying, today I'm choosing good. Okay, all right. Okay, now that I said it, now that we peeled off that Band-Aid, okay? Now that we peeled off that Band-Aid, and now what we've done is we've exposed the fact that you have a choice to choose good, okay? We have exposed the fact now that you have a choice to choose good. So everybody just take a little deep breath. Okay? And I promise you, the ride gets better. It just gets better for you. Once you've admitted that part, that you have a choice, that you can now finally choose good for yourself, that shows that you are in a little bit of control of something, right? Because it's very interesting how we were created as people, right? We were created to we have people, we have scientists here. We have architects that create buildings. We have people that are trying that know how to split an atom and then you go boom, right? Brilliant minds that can conjure up all of these things that allow us to live in the world that we have today. But you trying to tell me the hardest thing to do? You try to tell me it was easy to create the atomic bomb. It was easy to send something up into space. It was easy to do all of these things, but we just can't control our emotions. We can't get ourselves to a place to where we want to live a more positive, more successful life, whatever success or however success might look to you. We willing to throw all of that out the window because somebody upset us, somebody made us mad. People aren't, quote unquote, doing the things that we want them to do for us. So we just willing to just say, all right, bump it. I'm done. That's what we willing to say. We willing to say, bump it, I'm done. I don't care what type of emotion a person is going to get from me or the situation can get out of me because I just want what I want. So we willing to just toss all that out. Can't be like that, people. It cannot be that way. And I will tell you why it cannot be that way. It cannot be that way because if you are looking for good in everything that you wish to do and accomplish in your life, you can't be walking around here saying the world will just adjust to me. People will just adapt to me. Because honestly, it's a lot of people. It's a big world out here. It's a lot of people who could care less about the whining of issues, the complaining of problems, right? Sometimes you could even care less. I'm guilty. Come on, okay, I'm gonna tell you, even I sometimes can care less about what others are going through. Now, I sympathize with you. You know, let's be real. Let's be humans as we're talking on this show. Let's be real as we're talking on this show. Okay? You can call me a Christian all day. You could tell me I'm supposed to do whatever, A, B, C, X, Y, and Z. The gist of it is to create a lane and to create the life of positivity that you want. That's part of the game. Like, I'm going to tell you, that's not even part of it. That's 90% of the game. 90% of life, I'm going to be very honest with y'all. 90% of life is focusing on positivity. If you really want to do something, if you really want to see greatness happen with you, if you really want to create some positivity if you really want to create and manifest your own will and destiny, and now I'm talking about the things that you have control over. You have control over whether or not your thoughts are positive or negative. Just let that rest with you real quick. You are in control of that. I don't care if somebody come at you. I don't care if somebody rubs you the wrong way. I don't care if somebody stepped on your shoe. I don't care if somebody accidentally sat up here and did the wrong move and spilt some wine all over your nice white outfit. Yes, it might upset you. But in these situations that typically and might take us over the edge, typically tend to take us over the edge, are we literally willing to just say, I can be good. I can be all right with how I feel about this thing. It's okay if I don't feel okay in the moment. But the whole point is not to let the moment dwell within you. Okay? Like today, I had an incident. Not even an incident. I had an instance. Okay? Where I do electrician work. Okay? I'm a maintenance electrician for a company. I'm not going to name the company. Not going to do that. That ain't how this works. But got a particular call today. And what it was to look at a cabinet because something wasn't working on a machine. Okay. A particular conveyor wasn't working on this machine. So we had to diagnose this. Now, a particular part was turned off in this cabinet. Okay. I'm not using all these electrical terms. I'm trying to make it simple. A particular part was turned off in this cabinet that should stay on in order to make the machine run. Now, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I did. Your boy got upset. I did, because I said, why are we getting called out for simple things? I'm going to let y'all know, as an electrician in the trade and everything, what happens is you get paid to think. You get paid to think a little more technical than the next person. Okay? That's what you get paid to do. You get paid to think a little more technical, because when you start dealing with big boy power, I'm not talking about 120 that goes through your house. I'm talking about 480, 1000 volts, however many amps is coming through. I'm talking about bus bar that when you walk past, it's buzzing. You feel it. It's vibrating the ground because it's that much power and that much electricity coming through something. We get paid to work around that type of stuff and to think in how to fix these things at times. Or just shut off the power because we the qualified people around. So why am I getting a call for something that somebody manually turned off? Okay? That was my mentality. So I was upset. But I couldn't dwell in that. So what is that? So now what has this charged me to do? Now, this is how you flip it, people. Because now I'm pretty new. I'm new at this job. So I want to tell y'all this. This is a fresh new job that I started. So what this charged me to do was to now, instead of waiting on somebody and shadowing somebody, because there are times when I might get some things explained to me, I might not. Certain people, it all depends on who you're dealing with. They might explain some stuff to you. They might not. But now, so I can take a look at something, look at it myself, get a full scope in the picture, diagnose how I diagnose, troubleshoot how I troubleshoot. I said, bump it. I'm going to just start answering some calls on my own. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to answer some calls on my own. I'm not going to shadow. I'm going to look at some things. If I got any questions, I'll call somebody. But other than that, I'm going to take some ownership and I'm going to say, look, let me see if I get this right. Because the thing is, we shouldn't be called out for mess like that. But what it charged me to do is, people, what I'm trying to say is it made me want to look for something better. So what could I do? I was able to control the city. I can't control what somebody else does in there. But if I'm on a call on my own, without anybody else, it gives me a chance to think for myself, to look at something and to say, okay, this is what's going on. And I'm confident that this is what's going on. As opposed to me waiting and looking, asking questions, possibly working with somebody else who's not going to communicate because they've been working here longer than you. And some people just aren't good teachers. So I don't have to deal with that part. And now the information is going to stick a lot more for me. So that's what it is, baby. You got to take the time to create the life that you want for yourself based on the bad situations or what you consider to be the wrong situations that occur in your life. That is what you have control over, people. That is what you can work through. Because the whole point is to create the opportunity or the destiny in your life that you wish to create. Some of y'all might be listening and might be looking and say, hey, I already know this already. But the question is, are you doing it? That's what I want to ask you. Some of y'all might know. And believe me, I talk to a lot of successful people, a lot of people that listen to the show and tune in, you know, in my immediate network of people, they doing stuff, you know, they moving, they ripping, they running, they shaking, you know. So that's what gives me the motivation to keep going on and do it, because there's more behind it. But I'm asking y'all for real. Do y'all have the ability? You got to ask that within yourself. Do you truly have the ability to take what life gives you and instead of going straight over the cliff without no parachute, right? Like I talked about earlier. That's that fear. Are you really able to go jump off that cliff and rely on the parachute? Or are you just going to live in fear and just going to complain all the way down? Because if you're going to complain all the way down, that means you're taking your mind off something. You're taking your mind off pulling the actual chute so you could live. You got one choice. You got two choices. You can either go ahead and get the best out of what you want, or you could continue to complain and look at the worst of everything. So, biblical principle speaking, what God wants us to do is focus on those things that are good. He says, peace I leave with you. Let your heart not be troubled nor afraid. So let me give y'all a little more dialogue to that. Peace I leave with you. That means peace rests in you already. The reason why you have peace, you have no peace, and you have unrest continuously is because you are not willing to find that peace. So come on, people. So there has to be a moment in time when you are able to tap into that peace I leave with you. And then it goes on to say, the scripture goes on to say later, let your heart not be troubled nor afraid. Ooh, wee. So when you have peace, you're not supposed to be troubled. So this means you can be adaptable to situations, and you let go of the fear that I talked about earlier. Let your heart not be troubled nor afraid. Peace I leave with you. I just want y'all to think about that. I really want y'all to think about that. So the next time y'all are charged and y'all are thinking about creating the lane that is designed for you and only you, that nobody else can go down, and the destiny that you want for yourself, ask yourself, am I truly tapping into that peace? And be real with yourself about it. Don't sugarcoat nothing. Don't be ready to sit up here and say, oh, well, I'm doing this and this. No, admit to yourself, am I really tapping into my peace? That's supposed to be inside of me already. Again, tough questions to ask yourself, But sometimes with the tough questions, it also comes with a tough reality. The tough reality is you being honest with yourself. That's what it is. It's you being honest with yourself. What up, DJ K Caesar? DJ K Caesar, man, one of the hottest DJs, or if not the hottest DJ in Chicagoland area, in Chicago and Northwest Indiana. I just want to throw that out there. I said it. Hey, I said it. So big ups to you, bro. Thank you for tuning in to the show. And man, Nino Nagash, International Program Director for Biggs Radio. Brother, I'm trying to talk to him. He said, talk to him, man. I'm trying to talk to him, brother. And I'm hoping that they listening. Man, because this is some stuff for them today, man. This is stuff for them. These are nuggets. These are jewels. I'm trying to give the people something to hold on to once they get off the air with me. So then by the time they get to Julian St. Chris and Dinah Lynn, y'all got that piece already. Focus on that joker, man. Did it ever occur to you that when you sit down somewhere, they say it takes so many muscles to frown? So many muscles to frown. Why would you want to just live your life like this? Just face all bunched up, upset, angry, worried about the things that you cannot control. And if you can control it, not understanding how you can be adaptable to it, because it's one word that helps with that, people. I'm gonna throw it out there. Okay, again, come a little closer. Come and listen. There's one word. It starts with a C and ends with an E. I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds to think about that to yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's called change. Boom. That is how you counteract that. Change. And you have to be willing to do it. The only way your mind and your heart can come together and be on the same page is through change. That's it. And again, because we're talking about creating opportunity in your own lane. Again, this just ain't for business, people. This is just not for business. This is for your everyday life. If you're saying I'm choosing happiness today, really choose happiness. Don't settle for what you believe is happiness. You don't have to settle for what you believe is happiness. Oh, no, baby. No, I'm here to tell you, you can change the tide of that. You don't have to accept your now. But if you choose to accept the now, at least know that you have an opportunity to change your future. That's what you got to understand. Because I'm telling you, these are all life lessons that we all have to learn. As I always tell y'all every week, I wouldn't tell y'all anything that I haven't had to go through myself. I wouldn't tell you anything that I haven't had to go through on my own. Because it's for real out here, people. It's tough. It's tough. This is the reprogramming of yourself to be successful to the standard that either you want or the level of that God wants you to be. That takes a level of reprogramming. That takes a level of saying to myself, look, I know I'm not good here, but I want to be better here. You have to admit those things to yourself. You got to. Because if you can't admit if you can't even admit those things to yourself, what makes you think that you'll actually be able to admit those things to other people? I'm telling you, y'all, it'll get hidden under a rock. It'll get right under there. You'll sweep it under that rug there. And then that little bit of dust that you swept under that rug, one day, I don't care if it's going to be in the middle. I don't care if it's on the edge. I don't care where you sweep it out to. One day over time, that dust is going to make its way to some part of that carpet and expose itself. Are you going to continue to just sweep it under the rug and hide it? Or are you going to literally put it in the dustpan and dispose of that joker? Are you ready to get rid of some stuff that is in your own life that can bring about positive change? Are you willing to actually let go of the fear? Are you willing to let go of the negativity? Are you willing to let go of what you think others are going to think about you? Are you willing to let go of the things that you are bound to? Not what people bind you to. Are you willing to let go of the things that you bind yourself to? And are you able to pay attention and look at the power that you actually truly have within yourself to change for better? Oh, we not done yet, people. We still have 15 more minutes, but we're going to play the longer commercial break, and I will come back with my final thoughts, y'all, and we will conclude it here on the Jeff Releford Show. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hurry up! The game's about to start!
We're underway. He's marching down the field. Now the defense is unraveling before our eyes. What a play! Oh, looks like he's hit a snag. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. I've never seen anything like it.
Can't stop adding stuff to your cart? Get the Bank of America customized cash rewards card. Choose the online shopping category and earn 3% back.
Bold, juicy, beefy, grilled. Flavor this good is made by Flame. Taste the difference with 2 Whopper Juniors for just $5 at Burger King.
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be. So I hired body doubles to help me out.
Splurgy Tina loves a hotel near Rodeo Drive.
Oh, Tina. Wild Tina booked a farm stay to ride this horse.
Glenn Close?
With millions of possibilities. You can book whoever you want to be.
That's my line.
Booking.com.
Yeah.
The most patient among us know to be a slow sipper is to enjoy your drink from McDonald's longer than anyone else. There are drinks, then there are drinks from McDonald's.
It feels like spring at the Home Depot. Time to stop and smell the roses. But why stop there? Let's smell the freshly cut grass, a little sawdust and lumber, and maybe a couple steaks too. And a little something for the patio. And then let's stop and smell the roses. Everything you need for spring at our best prices of the season. That's the power of the Home Depot.
For 159 years, the YMCA of Greater Toledo has been at the forefront of fostering positive change and empowering lives in our community. The YMCA is committed to empower success in our youth. Why? For you. Over 1,000 kids attend classes weekly, with a staggering 75% of Y kids in pre-K fully prepared to enter kindergarten. Summer becomes adventure for 700 kids each week, attending our summer day camps from June through August. And our Y Achievers programs helps to guide our teens, shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Our commitment doesn't stop there. The YMCA is dedicated to promoting healthy living, creating the foundation for lifestyle changes. Why? For you. Over 800 people per quarter are participating in accredited chronic disease programs. These life-changing programs focusing on diabetes, blood pressure, heart health, and healthy lifestyles are at full capacity, a testament to the impact they have on our community members dealing with life-threatening diseases. The Y's commitment to youth and healthy living help us stand out. But what truly sets us apart is our ability to bring people together. The Y is for community. Y for you. We collaborated with 500 area partner agencies, working hand in hand to make meaningful, positive change in our communities. With 11 YMCA facilities, 10 branches, including store camps, we recorded a staggering 1.4 million visits in 2023 alone. We proudly served 75,223 members, with 37% benefiting from financial assistance, ensuring everyone has the opportunity to participate. As we embark on our 2024 annual campaign, we invite you to join us, to be a part of something bigger, to empower success, promote healthy living, and to bring people together. When you think about all the impact the YMCA makes and you ask yourself why, remember, it's for you, for you, for you. Why for you? Why for all?
Sorry, party's canceled. Waiting on the cable internet guy. Tell him, Zach.
First, I had cable, but those cords weren't me. I needed to find new Wi-Fi.
And he cried.
I didn't cry.
So he switched to T-Mobile. Home internet with 5G. It runs on their network. Just plug it in and you'll see.
What a feeling!
I have Wi-Fi now.
Can't stop streaming. Have some wasted time.
I need home internet from T-Mobile to fulfill my life. My life. Yeah, what's up?
We have T-Mobile now.
Party's back on.
Do it again with your shirt off. You guys are fine.
Boom, baby. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming back to y'all on the Jeff Releford Show, man. Man, it has just been a great show for the day. I'm telling y'all, listen, I really hope that you all got something great out of it. I really hope that I was able to say some words of encouragement. And y'all know how I go, man. I'm going to go ahead. Listen, man, I'm going to put a little bit of accountability on y'all. I ain't going to make it too hard, but I'm going to put a little something on you. Because we all need it, yo. We all need it, including myself. So just know that as I am preaching to y'all, we are also preaching to the choir as well. So big shout out. I got to give a shout outs to the homies real quick, to the people. Shout out to DJ K. Caesar, Neapolis Malik, Malachi, General Help Malachi, Julian St. Chris, Jessica Pye McKinley, Nino Nagash, Janae Love, Cypher Sick Bishop, Landscaping Luce, Dashe Keys, and Born Rich Love. And to all of our many listeners and viewers. Like I said, shout out to Texas, down south. They rocking with us down south. Shout out to Philadelphia out there on the East Coast. Boom. And we said Cali was in the building with our boy Richard Wilford. And also Berlin. And also China. So y'all, if y'all don't know, man, we got some reach out here, man. Yo, we reaching the people. We are reaching the masses. So yes, I just hope I said something for y'all to really just and big shout out to my homie Zell Cross. There it is. My man, he's a good guy. Had the luxury and pleasure of meeting him. So if you tap in, you'll get a shout out. I'm just letting you know, people. If you tap in, you'll get a shout out. So if you too want a shout out on Jeff Releford Show, just tap in. Send me a like, send me a heart, do something like that. Even a share. And I will go ahead and give you the shout out. But yes, people. So my final thoughts are this. Be willing to let go of your fears. Always stay willing and adaptable to not just your own will, but to God's will. A lot of times you might not know what that looks like, but this is why you're supposed to have faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, which means the things that you hope for, you believe and you know that they're going to come. But also with that, understand that faith without works is dead. So if you are going to exercise your faith, put some work behind it. Jump off the cliff with the parachute and know that you will be safe because the parachute will deploy when you pull. So, all right, y'all, it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to y'all live on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Hey, man, like I said, we have a great lineup coming up. We got Julian St. Chris coming up next with on Mixtape Monday, and then Donald Biggs on the Donald Biggs Show from 8 to 10. So come on, y'all. Let's get it, man. These next 4 hours are going to be good. And as always, it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, and Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. I love y'all so much. And as always, peace out. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the Online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.